Purana Qila is a timeless monument that stands on the southeastern part of the present city of New Delhi. Colonial historians have drawn parallels between the seven hills of Rome and the seven cities of Delhi, built and rebuilt by conquerors who made this land their own. The Lal Kot, a fortification wall built by Tomar Rajputs and renamed as Kila Rai Pithoda by Prithviraj Chauhan in the 12th century, is believed to be one of the oldest standing structures of Delhi. After Prithviraj's defeat, Qutbuddin Aibak developed the existing fort and built the Qutul Islam Mosque and the Qutub Minar here. This site is known as the first medieval city of Delhi. Subsequently, along with the coming of other dynasties to power, more cities came up: Siri, Tughlaqabad, Jahanpanah, Firozabad, Deenpanah, and Shahjahanabad. The Purana Qila was built by the Mughal Emperor Humayun as a part of his new city of Deenpanah in the 16th century. One might wonder as to what accords this particular fort the pride of place to be termed as the Purana Qila or the quintessential old fort when there exist much older forts in Delhi. The answer to this question lies in an age mostly known to us through the kaleidoscopic world of myths and legends. A strong local tradition holds that the area in which the Purana Qila stands today is the site of Indraprasth, the imperial capital of the Pandavas of the great epic Mahabharata. It is for this reason that the Purana Qila is often called the Pandavoka Qila. In fact, till 1913, there was in existence a village named Indraprasth within the fort walls. It is, however, the epic Mahabharata that forms our main source of knowledge about Indraprasth. The site is originally known in the epic by the name of Khandavprasth, a little known tract of land on the western bank of the river Yamuna. The Pandavas are said to have converted this barren piece of land into a prosperous capital city with the more grandiloquent title Indraprasth, or the city of gods. The site of the Purana Qila did not feature in royal chronicles until the coming of the Mughals in the 16th century. Babur, after his victory in the First Battle of Panipat in 1526 CE, occupied Delhi and Agra and laid the foundations of the Mughal Empire. He was succeeded by Humayun in 1530 CE. While Babur preferred Agra as the seat of his power, Humayun shifted his capital to Delhi. Humayun started building the Purana Qila in 1533 CE as a part of his new fortified city named Deenpanah, or the Sanctuary of Faith. Although there were many erstwhile forts present in Delhi by this time, Humayun, like most other rulers, desired to mark his ascension with a new citadel and a city. The site must have held symbolic and auspicious value for the Mughals, as the shrine of Delhi's most revered saint, Nizamuddin Aulia, was located close by. After hardly 10 years of rule, Humayun was displaced in 1540 CE by Sher Shah Suri, an Afghan noble with a power base in Bengal and Bihar. The Suri interregnum of 15 years, despite its brevity, was significant in terms of the architectural development of the fort. Sher Shah renamed Deenpanah as Shergarh and built various important structures within it. However, in 1555 CE, Humayun was able to regain his kingdom and throw the Surs out of power in Hindustan. The Purana Qila fort complex, as it stands today, is a conglomerate of various structures that lie scattered over an area of more than 300 acres. It was surrounded by a wide moat that was linked to the river Yamuna, the waters of which once lapped against the eastern walls of the fort. The Purana Qila is adorned with three majestic gateways. The Bada Darwaza is a robust structure flanked by two massive bastions. While the gate is made of red sandstone with inlays of white and greyish-black marble, the bastions are constructed of stone and rubble. The Humayun Darwaza is the southern entry to the fort complex. The third gateway, the Talaki Darwaza, has several interesting stories attached to it. One of the legends narrates the story of a queen who had vowed to keep the gate closed till her husband returned victorious from battle. The king, however, was killed, and the gate is said to have remained shut ever since. One of the most prominent structures of the Purana Qila is the Kona Mosque, built by Sher Shah in 1542 CE. It is a rectangular domed structure built in grey quartzite with profuse use of red and yellow sandstone. The central facade, or the Iwan, is beautifully embellished with bands of inscribed calligraphy of verses from the Quran. The architectural and symbolic focal point of the mosque are the mihrabs that face west and indicate the direction of prayer. Throughout the mosque, one can witness a harmonious blend of Islamic architecture that originated in West and Central Asia and indigenous Hindu motifs such as the Kalash and the lotus. Another prominent structure is the Shale Mantle, built by Sher Shah in around 1541 CE and later converted into a library by Humayun. It is a compact octagonal structure built in red sandstone and sparingly decorated with white and black marble inlay. It is said that Humayun had a fatal fall on the steps of this very structure. Close to the Shale Mantle lies a bauli or a stepwell and a hammam or a bathhouse. There are two museums housed inside the Purana Qila. While one exhibits artifacts related to the history of Delhi, the other showcases stolen and lost antiquities of Indian history retrieved by various law enforcement agencies. After Humayun's death, Akbar continued to rule from Deenpana until 1571 CE, when he founded the new Mughal capital of Fatehpur Sikri in Agra. Delhi's imperial significance then declined for some time until the reign of Emperor Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan, however, opted to build his own new capital city of Shah Jahanabad instead of reviving Deenpana. The fate of the modern city of Delhi is not only historically and metaphorically, but also literally and physically aligned with the Purana Qila. Sir Edwin Lutyens, who built the modern imperial capital of Delhi for the British, is said to have aligned the central vista, now called the Rajpath, with the Humayun Darwaza of the Purana Qila. It is believed that many secrets still lie buried in the depths of this timeless structure. It is somewhat poetic that after sundown, the story of the 7 cities of Delhi are played in the form of a sound and light show at the Purana Qila. Centuries of triumphs, defeats, lost worlds and burgeoning cities, all caught in a play of light and shadows.
re ra ra